Sophie sat at the edge of the couch, her hands gripping the fabric tightly as Ethan paced the room. His eyes, once filled with warmth, now glistened with tears. The room was silent except for the occasional creak of the wooden floor beneath his steps. Sophie whispered, her voice trembling. "Ethan, what are you saying? We can fix this. We love each other. Isn't that enough?" Ethan stopped mid-step and turned to face her. His face crumpled, the weight of his unspoken thoughts breaking him. He replied, barely above a whisper, "I thought it was, but love isn't enough, Sophie, not for this." Her chest tightened. She stood, desperate to close the space between them. "But why? Why are you giving up on us? We've been through so much together. We've fought for this, for us," she pleaded. He stepped back as she approached, shaking his head. His voice cracked as he said, "I'm not giving up. I can't keep pretending that love will solve everything. We want different things, Sophie. You want a life here in this city with the stability I can't give you. And I want something else, something I can't explain. I just know it's pulling me away." Sophie's heart shattered. She'd always known Ethan was restless, that he carried a dream in his heart too big for the life they had built together. But she thought their love could anchor him, keep him close. "So you're leaving?" she said, her voice flat. Ethan nodded, tears streaming down his face. "I don't want to hurt you anymore. I don't want you waiting for me to change when I know I can't." She sank back onto the couch, her legs unable to hold her. "And you think walking away won't hurt?" she asked. He knelt before her, his hands trembling as he reached for hers. She let him hold them, though her heart screamed to push him away. "You deserve someone who can give you everything, Sophie. Someone who doesn't make you feel like you're always holding on to a dream that's slipping away," he said. "And what about me? What if all I want is you?" she asked, her voice breaking. Ethan closed his eyes as though her words physically pained him. I love you more than anything, but love, it's not enough," he whispered. He stood slowly, his hands slipping away from hers. She didn't move, didn't speak as he walked to the door. He hesitated, his hand on the doorknob, and turned back one last time. "I hope one day you'll understand," he said softly. He opened the door and stepped out into the night. The door clicked shut, and with it the life they had built together. Sophie sat in the silence, the weight of his absence settling around her. She loved him, and she knew he loved her, but sometimes even love couldn't bridge the gap between two hearts moving in different directions. And as the tears finally came, she realized she would have to find a way to let him go, even if her heart refused to understand why.